This is chapter 9 of the book titled God's Gift to Women by Michael Baisden. On Tuesday afternoon, I was browsing through the shelves of an African-American bookstore on the south side of Houston. My first show was less than 10 hours away, and I still hadn't come up with a topic. After 30 minutes of looking over several boring titles, I picked up a self-help book by Wayne Dyer called Wisdom of the Ages. When I put the book down at the register, I noticed the clerk was smiling. He was a middle-aged black man dressed in a colorful dashiki. "That's a good choice," he said while ringing me up. "It's not exactly what I wanted, but I'm pressed for time. May I make a suggestion?" "Sure." He reached for a book off the shelf behind him. Right away, I recognized the cover. "The Maintenance Man, huh? I think I saw the author on a talk show," I told him. "But I'm not really into fiction." Neither was I until I read this book. I finished it in one day. It's about a gigolo in LA who is from Chicago, and Chicago? In that case, I'll take two. Can't go wrong with a homeboy. "Yes, sir." He reached for another copy. "Will there be anything else?" "I'm on a roll. What else you got?" "Well, we have a line of greeting cards for holidays and that special someone. Do you have a woman in your life?" The image of Terry stepping out of her BMW flashed across my mind. I smiled as I thought about her conservative glasses and tight skirt. "Ah, so there is someone," the clerk said. "Let me show you what I've got." I followed him over to the greeting card display. There were hundreds of beautiful cards for every occasion, from birthdays to Kwanzaa. I looked through the sweetheart section and found the perfect card for Terry. "I'll take this one." While he rang me up, I wrote a short poem on the inside of the card along with an inscription. He caught a glance while he was scanning it into the register. "You think that'll be enough to impress her?" "I think so," I said. "But to be on the safe side, where can I buy some flowers?" "I'm your man." "Don't tell me you're a florist too. I guess you didn't read the sign outside. It reads, Afro Books and Things. That means whatever you need, we got it. So I guess if I needed the flowers delivered, you've got that covered too, right?" I was joking, but he was dead serious. He reached underneath his dashiki and pulled out a business card. "Lonnie's Carrier Service? Damn, brother, you don't let $1 out the store, do you?" "Look, I've got a wife and 5 kids to feed," he said. "And love don't pay the rent." Amen to that. I gave him a high five. "Now how much is all this going to cost me?" "Give me $70, a name, and an address, and I'll take care of everything. You've got yourself a deal." I give him the money and information on where to find Terry. Before I sealed the envelope, I wrote a short inscription on the card, then added a little something special. "I really appreciate your help, my man." "No problem, Mr. Payne. And I'll be sure to tell all my customers to listen to your show tonight." "How did you know who I was?" "Your face is on every billboard in 3rd Ward, especially down Martin Luther King Boulevard." After we exchanged information, I rushed to my car, hoping to get home in time to grab a power nap. As I was driving off, I noticed the message light on my cell phone was blinking. I checked the voicemail, but it was blank, and the call had been blocked. It was the fifth time in 2 days this had happened. This was unusual because only 5 people had my cell number. I'm going to change this damn number first thing tomorrow, I said to myself. At that moment, my phone rang. I looked at the display. It was blocked just like the previous ones. Hello? Hey, Julian. I'm glad I finally caught up with you. Who is this? You don't recognize my voice? Look, I don't have time for games. Okay. You don't have to be so nasty. It's me, Olivia Brown. Remember me? Olivia? How did you get my number? When I used your phone to call my girlfriend Saturday night, your number was on her caller ID. Olivia, I thought we agreed that what happened in Chicago would end in Chicago. I understand that, Julian. I'm not trying to harass you. Just so happened I was in Houston for a couple of days on business. I thought I'd give you a call to say hello. Come on, Olivia. You expect me to believe that it's a coincidence that you're in Houston, Texas on business just 2 days after we met? I told you that I was in the music business. I work with producers from all over the country. I decided to meet with one of my clients in Houston rather than fly out to LA. Besides, I have a girlfriend from college who lives here. She sounded sincere. Look, Julian, I just called to say hello and see how you were doing. And yes, I was hoping we could at least have a drink. That's all. But if this is the way you're going to act, I will lose your number and never bother you again. I had my doubts, but there was no reason for me to suspect she was crazy enough to follow me to Houston. Besides, I did recall her mentioning that she was working on recording a few of her songs. In the entertainment business, flying in and out of airports is as common as flagging down a taxi. Look, Olivia, I apologize for snapping at you. I'm under a lot of pressure right now. My first show is tonight, and I'm still working on my topic. Why don't you let me help? I'm great with coming up with ideas. I am an artist, you know. I thought you were here on business. I am. But my next meeting isn't until later this evening. You know, people in the music industry don't do anything until after 6. I don't know, Olivia. What are you so afraid of? All we're going to do is toss around a few ideas over drinks. Who knows? I might actually help you come up with something hot for your show tonight. And you know how important it is to get off to a good start in a new market. I had to admit to myself that she was right. Getting off to a great start was critical, especially when you're the new kid on the block. But for some reason, I couldn't focus. I don't know if I was choking or just excited. Regardless of what it was, I could use some help. My job was on the line, and this was no time to be proud. Come on, Julian. It'll be fun. Okay, but remember, this is strictly business. You have my word. I promise not to take advantage of you. She laughed. You just make sure to behave yourself, Mr. Payne. I've already seen how naughty you can be. What are you trying to say? I asked. Don't start none, won't be none. You got it, James Brown. Well, I promise to be a good boy. I laughed. Now let me run home and get my daughter situated with a new babysitter, and I'll be right over. As a matter of fact, I can go straight to the studio from your place. By the way, where are you staying? I'm in Suite 2205 at the Wyndham Hotel. It's on Westheimer Road next to the Galleria Mall. What a coincidence. That's right down the street from where I work. That is a coincidence, isn't it? That is the end of chapter 9. Stay tuned.